Hi. Boy, I can do better than that. Hi. Whoever's doing better than how I started that off here today. Hi, everybody. It's Friday. We made it to the weekend. Hopefully, everyone's having themselves a good Friday. Not like the good. Anyway, hope you're having yourselves, a very fun Friday here. End of the month. I mean, this it's coming down to the end here, friends. We only got one more day in May left, and then we got ourselves right onto that proper summer. I'm ready for summer. I don't know about you guys. I'm tired of the cold. I'm tired of the rain. I am ready for some sun and fun. And today we are going to do celebrate exactly that by hunkering down in the basement of my house and staying exclusively indoors as we build a puzzle. But yeah, hope everybody's got through the week okay, and you're here. And if it was a bad week, you're at the end of it. So everything works out anyway. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Shadow Temple. You might know me as the guy who plays Pierce over on the Aphmau channel. And we are now on day 10 of building this puzzle. Now, you might be asking, Shadow, you seem to be a grown man. Do you need 10 days to build a puzzle? Anyway, let's go ahead and start building this puzzle today. But also, in addition to that, we've got the chat right here. So if you want to ask questions and things like that, that's where this stream really is about, is hanging out with all of you and having a nice conversation about all kinds of stuff for very Aphmau things in my life and whatever you want. Your Friday's going very well. Got a second interview, good stuff, and getting back in XCOM Enemies Within. I get a bug about that cutting like once a year where I'm like, yeah, I think I'm back in. I think I'm back in for it. It's gonna be good. You asked your dad about the autograph, but because of tax delivery, it was 60 pounds, so you couldn't get it. That's okay. What I'm learning though, Leah Sky, at the very least, is that you can order it, right? Like you could potentially order it on an international level, even if it was a little expensive, because that's good. Sorry that it's too much because of tax and stuff, but at the very least it was orderable. Because I actually don't know if I didn't know before that if they were international or not. So there you go. Let's get started here by going through some of your questions that you're already throwing in that there chat. Let's see. Where have I been in Aphmau videos? I have been in videos recently. I think like the past 2 out of 4 or something like that have had Pierce in them. He's not going to be in every video because he doesn't necessarily belong in every video, but I've recorded for 2 that are rolling up, so I don't think they're not gonna be like whenever somebody's like, is Pierce dead? Sometimes he's not in videos. Also, last week I was out of town, so there was a whole week that they had to record without me. So yeah, there's probably a backlog of videos that I was not necessarily in, but that's fine. Let's see here. Do you need 10 days to build a puzzle? Anyway, would you plan on getting a second dog? I think this house is only big enough for one bento. Thank you very much. He is already a bit of a scoundrel as is. Do your and friends have a script each Aphmau video? I'll tell you the stuff that Pierce says. Ultimately, I'm the one who says those things, and I come up with a lot of the jokes for all that, and it's very fun. I really enjoy improv, and Aphmau videos are an absolute delight in improv study. And yeah, I've been doing it for a while now. Can you be in one of the vids? No. I mean, you're in this one because you know what? Jake Coombs, you are now officially in this live stream because I said your name, so there you go. What is my favorite brand of clothing? The most comfiest. Actually, that's not entirely true. I'm middle-aged. No, not middle-aged. Marissa made fun of me when I said middle-aged. I'm a 33-year-old man. Don't tell us how old you are. And so I like button-down shirts because I feel like I'm old enough that I should be wearing collared shirts, but I also don't want to tuck in those shirts because I feel too young for that. So then I wear shirts that are designed to be not tucked in. So I wear Untuck It shirts. Literally the brand Untuck It. I know that's like an old man thing to wear, but it's fine. But it's slightly younger than old man. You know what I mean? Do I really like blue? Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that color a lot. Are me and Ian a couple in Aphmau? Are Pierce and Ian a couple in Aphmau? I think in the imaginations of viewers, sure. Not actually. Just to be clear. It doesn't mean you can't have your fun. Just not officially. Do you have any favorite moments with your character Pierce and his partner Crime, Ian, the monitor? Yeah, of course. Oh, favorite moments. Yeah, I think it comes down to whenever we did like the weightlifting videos, those were always some of my favorites because Chris and I just really went ham on those and just like came up with silly accents and stuff like that. We really enjoyed those when we did them. Do I want Pierce wants mutton? Not really a mutton guy. Too gamey. Hello. Will you come to my birthday party? Is your birthday party at VidCon? If so, yes. If not, probably not. Sorry. Do you think Ian will find out who Kitty is in the Aphmau vids? Nope. Or if he will then suffer some sort of form of amnesia that will remove it. We can't establish canon in these guys. If we establish canon, if anybody learns anything, then everything's ruined. Birthday on June 3rd. Congratulations. The alternate side died. It's true. So I already answered the question about the script. I was just going to say that I do come up with a dialogue myself. It's fun. How does Pierce get mutton? His sheep, whenever they are done hanging out with him and are ready to move on and go to college, as a thanks to Pierce, they leave a delicious piece of raw mutton, and he is so grateful he cooks it up every time. Foster care, being a foster father is a tough job. It's thankless a lot of the time, but sometimes it's really adorable and wonderful and very fulfilling, and sometimes literally fulfilling because they're giving him mutton and then he gets to eat it. There's a third grads. Let's see here. Scared of creepers? Sure. I mean, who isn't? They're terrifying. I don't like them. Are you and I still the pranksters? I mean, it kind of mixes up all the time. Do you enjoy filming with the crew? I do. You feign having a tuck in your shirt? I know. I'm never a fan. And also, for all them all them fellas who have a nice flat tummy relative to the rest of their body, the tuck is not that big a deal. But if you're like me and you got a little bit of poundage on you, the tuck is always so uncomfortable and it creates this look at it, look everyone at my tummy. And it's I don't want that. What's my favorite thing about the crew? We're just a bunch of goofballs, and I'm glad that we get to be goofballs. How many pieces are in the jigsaw puzzle? 1,000. How am I doing? Well, yeah, I was 33. Yeah, don't tell a soldier. I've already answered the Pierce or mutton thing. I don't shout out channels, but happy birthday, Jack. Is there the season 2 of Minor Demons? I don't know. Who's Pierce's favorite sheep? Bombastic is pretty good. I think Gustav is probably one of my favorites. I kind of cried when he died in Alternate. Same, because then I didn't get to work in those videos for 3 days. What you didn't do anything? Well, maybe do more things. The guy on the internet told me that if you were going to yell at me for doing nothing, that I should do something to be yelled at for. Yeah, it's like a bug in your doctor's office. Don't eat those. Unless you want to. Hello, Peachy. I don't do channel shoutouts, but I can at least shout out people to a certain extent. The big thing with that is I'm not going to give endorsement of a channel that I've never seen because I don't know what you put on there. Maybe it's really adorable and wonderful. Maybe it's the worst thing. I'm not saying that yours is the worst. I just don't know. How often do I meet the App Crew IRL? Honestly, 2-3 times a year. If I'm being honest, we do most of our recording, remotely because we can play Minecraft from different parts of the U.S. and the world, indeed. And so we don't get a chance to hang out with each other very often. But VidCon, a lot of us are going to be there, so it's going to be good. Are you a creeper? I don't know. Are you? Do you think there might be a chance to see the Damos boys around in a vid, even if it's not Minor Demons related? I don't think in the sense that they'd recognize each other, but we have had videos that have brought a lot of the cast together. I mean, we've had... I don't know if Leaf and Ash have been in the same video together, but I'm pretty sure Rise, Leaf, and Pierce were all in a video together, so that was pretty neat. So we're getting pretty close. Let's see here. Do you have a favorite of like the people I work with or out of the characters? I mean, the people I'm probably closest to be perfectly honest, are Keston and Corinne, who play Zane and Kim. That's not an indictment of the rest of the cast by any stretch of the imagination. We've just hung out the most of the crew. Just the three of us have done like independent things. Keston and I are big roller coaster fans, so we've hung out like several times, just going to theme parks and just riding roller coasters. Corinne is not a roller coaster fan, but we still hang out. So yeah, no, that's a big kind of trio right now, at least at the moment. Edits your character here and there. I don't seek them out very often, but sometimes people send them to me and they're very fun. I find it extremely vain to look up a bunch of stuff about my character all the time, because if I did, I think I'd get too big a head on that. Zane and Casey, girlfriend, boyfriends, the Aphmau thing. They're on again, off again in the show. In terms of real life, just to be clear, Keston and Moika are not together. You're subbed, thank you, appreciate it. Character Pierce is cool, thank you. What's my favorite vid? I just need to go through and find all the videos that Pierce were in, and then figure out which one I like the most, because there are just so many. There are just so many. Again, there was one recently that I enjoyed, which was the Seven Friends video. I thought that was pretty fun. You wait for the right moment to strike? Sure. Even my best friend in real life, Chris and I used to hang out a lot, but more recently, like a year or two ago, he moved further away from me, so I haven't had a chance to hang out with him as much as I used to. Do you guys play Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite, actually. I've never played Fortnite, weirdly enough. It's not like that I'm too old for Fortnite. I am now, but when it first came out, I wasn't, but I just never got into it. I see everybody doing the builds, and I'm like, I can't keep up with that. I just can't. Do you guys hang out together at VidCon? We absolutely do. We completely evolved the surprises that will come. Do I know bits and parts of surprises? I know nothing. I know nothing about what's going on at VidCon, to be perfectly honest. We didn't know that the new season of My Street was being announced for VidCon last year until it was the night before the first day of VidCon. They brought us to a park in Disneyland. We were hanging out in Disneyland that day, and they brought us to a park in Disneyland. And for the first, we got to see it like everyone sat down and just around like a literally around like a tablet, and we just sat there and watched it. It was very good. Even though I've never spoilers, I've never watched the original series, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm a fake fan. What I was going to say. Yeah, to that end, I do not know what's coming up. I'm excited to find out with all of you, but I have not been made privy of that information. Nor do I think pretty much any of the cast has, for the most part. It might change, or maybe somebody involved more with My Street itself might have more information, but at least on my end, I haven't heard nothing. I think this might go maybe here? Oh, I thought it did, but I don't think it do. I'm really trying to finish up Aaron's hair today. Excuse me, I'm very burpy. I had breakfast tacos for lunch. I'd love to finish Aaron's hair today if I could help it, because I feel weird that I haven't found the rest of Ian's pants here, and I think once I clear out the other gray pieces, I will find the pants piece much faster, but I can't until I get this done, so that's what I'm going to focus on. But I'm also going to focus on your questions. Let's see here. And by the way, friends, as we're getting started, if you'd be so kind, be sure to hit that like button. And if it's your first time in the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Just saying. But the like button tells people that this is a good stream, and they should come say hi, like you guys are. Am I going to VidCon with the Aph and the gang this year too? Yes. I'm confirmed. I haven't got my flights booked yet, but I am confirmed to be invited to VidCon this year, and I have every intention on going. I couch that in the sense of like, something might come up and prevents me from going, but as far as I'm aware, I'm going to VidCon this year. Let's see here. Cooking with Kimmy is very good. Can Aphmau sell more stuff in the UK, like in the Northwest? I don't have any control over it. Aphmau should ship to the UK. I could be wrong. But I think we have at least one shop that sells out there, right? I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. My favorite Pierce line, it can't be yes. Most recently, there was a video. What Well, the line from Minor Demons of "We're taking Ava to the park to get the vitamin D" is still kicks around in my brain from time to time of like, wow, that was a joke we can't make today. But that sure was funny back then, yes sir. That one still gives me the giggles from time to time. Let's see here. Love our character Pierce and his partner. You get great shenanigans. Yeah, they're always fun. And that's an important piece there, right? That is a direct line, by the way, from Minor Demons about the vitamin D. Just to be clear. What was I gonna say? You had no idea this is live. Yeah, no, this is a live stream right now. If this wasn't live, this would be a very boring video. To be perfectly honest. Yeah, and I think that's an important piece, though, is, we cause trouble, we get in a shenaniganry, and I think what's really important about that by the end, though, is we do get our comeuppance, crime doesn't pay. We always get our butts kicked by the end of the video. I say that because sometimes people are like, "Oh my God, I love Ian and Pierce. I go on my friend's server and I grief them all day and I prank them and then I get kicked off the server. And they don't want to be friends anymore." It's like, well, yeah, because we're villains. Like, just to be clear, if you're emulating what we're doing, you're not going to make a lot of friends. The fact that we're still allowed on the server after all that is pretty incredible, to be honest, right? Have you watched My Street yet? No, I've not. Y'all going to any more movies? Where I'll make the movies? We all in there? Probably eventually. I don't think there's any on the docket right now, but it's a perennial favorite, so it comes back from time to time. I think it's one of those things where, like, when they gather enough ideas for those, then we do it. But it makes sense. You're friends with Aphmau on Facebook. I'm going to tell you right now, if you are, that's an imposter, and you probably should unfriend them because she's not on Facebook. Let's see here. No Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite. I don't know. Wow, I'm very behind if that's what people are responding to. I should keep scrolling. Let's see here. Hi to Pierce for you. I am saying hi to Pierce. Hi. Okay. Can I read the next comment in Pierce's voice? Aaron's hair looks like it's been shaved off a bit. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? My favorite meme is Pierce sheep. I mean, same. Totally. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's adorable. I love him so much. Favorite word to say when you're playing Minecraft? Yes. Did you read Aphmau's new comic book? I don't get access to it any sooner than you guys do. I might get it. I think it comes out when we're already going to be in California for VidCon. So there's a chance that I get to see it maybe a day before you guys do, but I have not gotten a copy of it. He looks so innocent. Does he look innocent? He's holding TNT in his hand. Favorite thing to do with my friends? Roller coasters and skiing. Favorite character from Minor Demons? Pierce. You see Ian's pants where? Your friend gave you a meme out for your birthday. Very cool. Do I have Bedrock? Pierce, I have. I play almost exclusively on Java Minecraft for what it's worth. Just a lot more mods. It's favorite meme. Yep. I think it's going to happen in Season 7 My Street. Probably Aphmau's going to be in it. Do you think Minor Demons going to get a comeback? I hope so. I wish you could go to cons. Still no, but you hope a big enough YouTuber to be invited to cons yourself. Or you could just go, It's a lot of work to go to cons as a YouTuber, and you have to do a lot of work to even get invited to a con in the first place. But otherwise, you could just save up some pennies and go to a convention sometime. Okay, try to do Ian's Scream, not without pain. Can you tell Aphmau she's working really hard? Oh, she knows. Is excited that Ian's back? Yeah. The VidCon's going to live stream this go around because they do have an official channel. They live streamed last year's panel too, for what it's worth. There's more stuff than the panel at VidCon, but that's the one to catch. Has someone broken a mic during voice acting? I have broken a mic traveling with a microphone, but I've never broken. None of us have broken one. I think during performance, you'd have to do a lot of work to break a microphone, especially something like this. This thing, I've been using the same microphone for like 10 years, and I'd have to do some real serious damage to do any damage. Do we do a collab? Nope. Let's see here. Do I have a favorite web animation series? Honestly, a lot of my internal humor, Bravest Warriors, although I didn't even watch that much of it, I still think a cat bug to this day. And gas-powered stick. What do you guys do after filming a video? Probably most of the time just go off and live our own lives. And that might sound a little boring, but typically it's like, all right, well, it's 6 o'clock, time to go make dinner. Cockapoo, that may not work. That may work on Aph, not on me. I'm not going to do Ian Scream because that hurts. Is Peeves going to VidCon? Unknown. You have a question. I might have an answer. How many emails do I have? About 25. Have you watched My Street yet? No. Do I play Roblox? For the channel, yes, but not normally. I'm going to play Minecraft. Your guys' skin's cool. Pierce Sheep Meow. I also love Pierce Sheep Meow, but my second favorite is Sugar Skull Cat. I like Sugar Skull Cat a lot. Look at that. Look at that. This is lovely, lovely Meow. I'm really trying to blast through these, friends. I'm sorry. I think I'm behind, but you can hear me. I'm like straight up auctioneer on this one right now. Can you draw your character? You're more than welcome to. Absolutely. VidCon, but your mom said you're not allowed. Yeah, it's tough to get out there. I get you. Aaron, your favorite characters? Well, thank you. When it's sometimes rude, are you just joking around? Yes, 100%. If I'm ever rude about something, it is purely for humor. It's not because I'm trying to be mean to somebody. I mean, sometimes I'm being mean to people for the sake of humor, but you know what I mean. Yes, a good word for Minecraft. I agree. You were on the live stream last year. Wow. Was it hard to find the crew of who's playing? Yes, frequently, because, you know, you can hide in a lot of places in Minecraft. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kimberly. Is Peeves going to VidCon? I don't know. Who's my favorite My Street character? Gareth. What do you guys do after? Yep. Some people are repeating questions, which I admit it took me a while to get down to the bottom, so I apologize that it took me that long, but I did answer those questions. To kill Jason on VidCon last year. Fun fact. I was just like hanging out backstage. We were just kind of getting ready for the panel last year, and Jess was like, Shadow, and I was like, yeah. And this is like 15 minutes before we're gone, and they're like, you're gonna kill Aaron. Here's a Spirit Halloween Reaper costume, not like Reaper from Overwatch, but like the Grim Reaper. Here's a Spirit Halloween Grim Reaper costume and a sword. And during the panel, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna kill Aaron. And I was like, all right. And then I had the idea later that we took that same costume, since it was like a cheap Spirit Halloween costume, and we cut it a little bit so that when it came to the reveal, I could like rip it off and be like, yeah, strong. It was fun. Trying to get your merch. Sure. Puzzle piece. He has half a head, no brain. Yep. Favorite animal? Penguin. If you had to pick one of the Aphmau's characters, different universe, which would it be? Pierce. If their modern Aphmau is Pierce, Ian and Pierce getting into trouble a lot while babysitting a baby Aphmau, sure, that's fun. Am I going to bring Marissa to VidCon? I brought her the first year we went. It was very fun, but it was a lot of her just sitting around, so she doesn't really come anymore. Because it's a lot of her just kind of watching things happening, and she could just work instead. What is my name is Pierce? I think the other Deimos, that they're foolish, but he's duty bound to keep them alive, so he's going to do his best. Yeah, Jason was just chilling while he was stabbed. It's true. Memory of mine, glad to see you go to VidCon. Yeah, wouldn't change a thing, right? Marissa, there's Marissa in chat, by the way, Mersh Kebab. She likes VidCon, but somebody has to watch the boy. It's true. We have a lovely bento, and someone's got to stay back. Ever seen the game Repo? Not only have I seen it, I've played it. Not only I played it with the Aphmau crew. Not only did I play it with the Aphmau crew, I've got 2 videos of it on this YouTube channel right now. You should go watch them. And the shorts that I put out for it, please. But, you know, after this stream, obviously. You want your merch and posters here in Germany, you need to pay more than $90. I know. It's the shipping is the problem. We're all international, you know, we're all US based, so it takes a while to get all of that over there. And the piece of it from Streamly is that they send me the prints, so that's one ship. I get them here, I live stream and I sign them here. I send them back to Streamly. They take them, that's another shipping, and then they ship it out to you. And all those little bits and pieces add up as they go. I don't really actually earn all that much off of it at that point. But it is more so that it can finally get to you. And then I think we're also dealing with tariffs, unfortunately. Boy, I had to send, I sent actually a fan a piece of mail the other day. It cost me, I hope they're not in here because I don't want them to hear this. But it cost me over $100 to send one item to them. And I was like, oh boy. Because they were in Canada and the US. I was like, oof. All right, I'm finally caught up, and I can maybe actually start doing puzzling again. I have tried to launch through here, and I think I've caught up. Aphmau, My Street, or Loving Caliber. Probably Faster Car, even though I definitely thought it was just like a remix of Fast Car, which is like one of my favorite songs of all time, but it's not. Have you heard of Ina Dream Barbecue? I have. I've seen it, and I've actually been tempted to play it, but I'm not that Enid yet. But I have been tempted. I have seen it. Hello, Mazar. How you doing? If you ever played a different character Minor Demons, which would it be? Oh, can't be Pierce. Gotcha. Rise. I think that'd be fun. Which one would you choose? Ian, Noy, Mac? Mac and I are good friends. Let's see here. Favorite ship? I don't touch ships when it comes to stuff where I know the actors. Just for business relationships. Do I get fan mail? I do from time to time. You should. We actually have a PO box. If you join the Discord server, we have a PO box that you can send stuff to if you want. The only thing I don't accept are any food items unless they come prepackaged like directly from Amazon or something. Most underrated Aphmau character. Underrated. I don't think we've cracked Peebs yet. I don't think we've found Peebs' true calling, his true character, his true energy yet. We're gonna get there. One second here, friends. Duty or work calls. But I can still stream for another 45 minutes. So we're good. And then I'm just going to move this. I'm going to move this. It's an Aphmau recording I got to do. So I'm going to move this table back away from my desk. I'm going to move up. I'm going to move the microphone around. And then we are going to get back recording again. So, yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. Like being in recordings, friends. I like the entertainment. I like the performance. And I also like getting paid. Did I decide my own OC in Minecraft? Tree Boy, who you might see on this channel, yes. But Pierce, I did not design at all. That's a like design or Pierce, and that's why I don't go by Pierce on this channel. Just for what it's worth, I don't own Pierce. Pierce is not my character. I play Pierce. I control Pierce. I voice Pierce. I do all the things that bring Pierce to life. But ultimately, I'm an actor, and the Pierce is owned by Catface and Aphmau, and that's fine. That's just how acting works. If I created my own OCs, sure, that's my own thing. But like our repo character mouth moves, he's talking game. I agree, that's very fun. Did you know Ian can sing? Yes, because I've actually been to some of his concerts. Chris, for what it's worth, not Ian. I need to finish Jesus' hair. I know, but you guys keep having good questions. Do I own a sheep? Not personally, no. Were me and Ian friends when we were a kid? I did not get to meet Chris until, 2021? It's only like 4 years ago. Do I always want to be a voice actor? No. God, no. Talking for a living? Nuh-uh. Gross. Disgusting. Could you imagine? That sounds bad. That sounds terrible. I don't like that idea. Until I did. Until I started liking it. There's this energy here, friends. Where when I was not like a theater kid growing up or anything like that. I was going to be an engineer, and I have an engineering degree. I have a computer engineering and robotics minor, Bachelor of Science, and I thought that is what I was going to do. But I really liked performing when I found out that I could do it, and I have been there ever since, and I've enjoyed it a lot. What happened to Noy? He's back. I remember Jess was really smart and made a vacuum help your sheep. Did you enjoy that? Sure, yeah, that was fun. Do you think Aaron and his husband is material to Aphmau? Yeah. Beavis adorable, I agree. How do you join the Discord? If we have a mod in chat, if you want to throw the Discord link down. Do we want to? Probably. There's a Discord link somewhere in there. Let's see here. Pierce, nice to meet you. Cool puzzle, thank you. On the Ina series, again, I think we just talked about it. I don't have a ton of experience with it, but the little bits I've seen, I do like the surrealist nature of it. I think it's pretty cool. You gonna record? I am gonna record in about 40 minutes from now, so I can hang out with you till then. Why is Noah not in the Aphmau videos anymore? He is. Do you enjoy filming? I do. It's easy at the app. It's true. And either me to season Minor Demons, I don't. Season 2, I don't know. How much you get paid by playing Pierce? A number I cannot tell you, but enough to for it to be my main job, which I do enjoy. Why does Peebs call him Aphmau Miss Aphmau? Because it's cute and adorable. Can you make behind the scenes for Pierce? I cannot. Though I very much love it and I love talking about it. I cannot give you guys a glimpse behind the scenes. That would have to be on Catface's end and not me. It's just one of those things where they want to control what is and is not seen about our process, because there are a lot of people out there who make videos kind of like ours, kind of exactly precisely like ours. And a part of that is making sure we don't give them an easier time than they already do in trying to replicate our videos. So, yeah, nope. After season 7, My Story isn't going to continue. Isn't it called One Last Time? Like, I don't have any information, but isn't it called One Last Time? I might meet my wife. Yeah, here, I'll explain that while I'm starting to look, actually grab some pieces here. Marissa and I were both working at a gaming charity event called Zeldathon back in like 2014, 2015, 2016. And we were still part of it to this day. And actually, we're going to do a bit for it coming up here in a couple of weeks where we play games for the Legend of Zelda series while raising money for excellent charities. Yeah, we kind of hit it off. You know, we hung out a lot, and then we just kept hanging out, and then she slid in my DMs, as the kids say, it just kind of kept going from there, and we're both now we're married, we live in a house together, we have a beautiful dog, and living the good life. It's been good. You loved alternate series. Said you died so soon. I agree. Didn't know your YouTube name. That's okay. That's all right. Again, friends. We were not friends growing up. Nope. How does it feel to be in voice actor? Sometimes tiring, sometimes weird, but ultimately fun. Really hard to explain at parties without really getting into it, though. You know, sometimes you'd be like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" I'm a bank teller. It's like, cool, done. People don't need to know anything more about it. It's not a bad job. It's just a job that that people are going to be like, yeah, great, that's a job. Anyway, keep moving along. I always have to explain it, and it's fun to explain, but you know, I actually don't like talking about myself that much. As I sit here on a stream dedicated to talking about myself, but yeah. Are you and Noi a couple? You got, again, friends, the shipping. You're allowed to enjoy your shipping, but I'm not gonna dig in, friends. You have your fun, but I am playing around with it. Thank you, Cunning, by the way. Are you and Alejandro Saab? I've never met Alejandro in real life before, actually. He was actually at an anime convention near me recently, and I thought about going, just to be like, hey, you don't really know me, but I know you. But it felt a little too, like, I don't know, parasocial, I guess would be a word for it. I think that does actually fit there. I think I pulled that off at the beginning of the stream today, but I think that really does fit there. Do I play Minecraft for fun? Not that much anymore, to be perfectly honest. I've kind of overdosed on Minecraft. Has new people joined the Aphmau videos? They have, yeah. No, we've had a handful. I do not guess Puzzle Vision. Just say the thing. Do you ever give Aphmau video ideas? From time to time. But most of that is done on the creative side of things. I don't mean that in creative Minecraft. I mean there's like a crew who figures out ideas because it's tough. What was the most overrated Aphmau character? Pierce. Would you rather be in Aphmau movies or regular videos? What do I enjoy more? It's fun to be in those movies because you get to kind of extend an idea a little bit further than just like, all right, and 20 minutes is up. We are done. It is fun to kind of have that extra like access to the idea for a little bit longer, but the videos are nice or the regular standard videos are nice because you could just kind of, if an idea is good but like not that good, you can like roll with it, have your fun, and then kick it off. Yeah. The movies also are a lot of work. Can be your friend? No. How many kids? Not sure. How come every short series Jess makes Pierce die so soon? The funny guy always dies in a horror movie. Yes. There you go. We'll be there in season 7 of My Street. When's the last time? I do not know. Was I friends with Jess growing up? No. I came to them as a professional. I auditioned for Minor Demons back in 2019, and I auditioned for both Noi and Pierce, and I ended up getting the role of Pierce from the audition. So, I came in from like, that was not like other than the fact I got the audition from my friend Mac. I did not know Jess and Jason at all until I already started working with them. I like sports. My favorite team in sport. I do love American football, and I am in Wisconsin, so it's the Green Bay Packers. How long I worked with Aphmau? 6 years. Let's see here. Aphmau bring your kids to VidCon? I don't know. I'm not usually privy to that kind of info. And even then, they usually don't come to VidCon on the occasions that they have come before. So they usually doing other stuff. All right, I finally caught up. And if you feel like your question's being ignored, it's because I've already answered it in the past like 2-3 minutes. So I don't keep repeating the same answers over and over again for at least like 4 minutes before I do it again, if that makes sense. There we go. I got another piece of his hair there. Do I play any sports? Not anymore, but I used to play American football a lot back in the day, like from 5th grade all the way through senior year of high school. That was my big one. And if you want to count it, first robotics, like the high school robotics competition. The sport of the mind, dude. Yeah, whatever, nerds. Including me. I was one of those nerds. Let's see here. Do you know my Spanish name for Pierce? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it'd be like Pablo or something like that. And I don't mean that like in a casual, like, that's the first Spanish Mexican name I can think of. No, I mean like, I feel like Pierce and Pablo kind of match up a little bit. Hop, you can get my answer tonight. Have you ever seen Aphmau's kids? Yeah, I've met them. I met them a couple times. They're pretty shy. Did Aaron Jason ever say one word that made me, like me, the actor, mad? No, not really. You're a Packers fan as well. There you go. There you go. Can you draw my character? Yes, you can. You have 12 Aphmau plushies. Get another today. Heck yeah. How do you even get your voice low enough to do Minor Demons, Pierce? It's just, people have different vocal ranges. Mine, I've got like from like a medium range baritone to like a low tenor somewhere in there in terms of my range. So, if I need to get lower, I just bring myself. And, part of it is kind of understanding where you can put sort of your so your body. I took acting classes recently, so I have all of this locked in. When it comes to talking, you have different areas of your body, different cavities of your body that you vibrate in order to make the sounds that you want to make, right? If you want to make a deep, low, rumbly voice, you keep that, you try to keep that vibration like down here in the chest. Really keep it down low, right? If you want something that's a little bit more like conversational, you bring up that sound right about here, which is where I usually take where I usually talk, on streams, and then I also when I'm like talking as Pierce, to a Pierce to a certain extent, but Pierce kind of goes up to here a little bit, where it's a lot more nasally, so a lot of the sound comes it vibrates through the nose instead. And then up here is your what do they call it? There's falsetto, but like it's your head voice. If you really try to get the vibrations all the way up into your skull, you could talk up here, no problem. Yeah, different places to vibrate, different places to work with. How's the puzzle going? I've added like 2 pieces today. Has Jess ever been mad? Sure, probably. She got 4 kids. You ever think they make her the 4 kids in a household together can make a mom mad? Yeah, probably. If Pierce could be an animal, what would be sheep? How's my day today? Good. You need to take make a voice acting class? Oh, there are plenty out there that are better than me. You can go look them up. Now, Hop, I said that to be self-deprecating. You didn't have to say that they have better classes than mine. Was the first vacation I went with the Aphmau crew. Back in 2021, we actually all went to Disney World together. As kind of like, wow, we've been working really hard together, and the channel's doing great, and we haven't met each other, a lot of us, before. So why don't we meet up in Disney World? So we went to Disney World, and we rode a bunch of rides in Disney World. It was very fun. Aphmau commits tax fraud to be a goated video for real. I don't know if you saw in the 7 Friends video, there was a joke that I made with Pierce, that I was like, oh man, this is never gonna make it into the video, and then it did. There was a bit where Kim was talking, or it was like queen of the 1 block we were working on at the time, and she's like, now there's a talk tax. Every time you talk, you have to pay a tax of 1 item. And Pierce only joined in halfway through that conversation, was like, oh, what's going on? And they're like, you can't talk, Pierce. The talk tax. You have to pay her items if you talk. And he's like, Kim, what I always love about you, you're such a kidder. Everybody knows taxes don't exist. Made it into the video, and now I like to think that Pierce canonically doesn't think taxes are real. So there you go. The closest we're going to get to Aphmau committing tax fraud is probably that right there. Pierce is wanted by the IRS. Travis is a cool character. Yeah. I haven't really watched a lot of stuff with him in it, but sure. Like my Pierce voice? Sure, I made it. It's fun. Are you mean to just most of the time at the envelope or House of Minecraft? I mean, in the sense the characters are, in the sense that we're villains and then the good guys win eventually. Do you have a favorite movie? Yeah, I still always go back to Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was really fun. A movie that has a wild premise and is fun, but also ends up with like making you feel something is my favorite kind of movie. And that's definitely in there. Very cool on a video role play that's by Pierce. Yes. What other characters are voiced for Jess? I mean, Pierce twice. Kurt from Phoenix Drop Days, and then dozens of, bit characters that probably didn't even have names, just had like little things they had to do, like be a waiter or like a guy working at a carnival, that kind of stuff. Just for what it is worth. Favorite game? I like Baldur's Gate 3 was probably my favorite game recently. It really stuck with me. It was so good. The characters were fun. The world was fun. Playing D&D in that space was fun. It was just really good. Ever met Ian in real life? Is that what you're saying? I've met Chris, if that's what you mean. And Mass Effect. The Mass Effect trilogy I love to death. I love my hoodie. Thank you. I got it for $5. Have I met Travis IRL? I don't think I did. I could voice Pierce and Noy. I found out I could voice Pierce because I auditioned for Pierce, and then they're like, "You're Pierce now," and I was like, "Cool." In terms of Noy, I tried to voice or audition for Noy, and I did not get the role of Noy, so I cannot voice Noy. In that sense. Please don't tell us how old you are for other friends out there in the chat. Going to cruise in Alaska. And have you been to Vegas? I have been to Vegas a couple of times. I have a gambling vice. That I shouldn't say that so glibly because the honest answer is I don't go to Vegas very often, or gamble very often. I like doing it though, which is why I stay away from it. Except there's very specific times. So there you go. If I had like one thing that one thing that would match like an addictive personality is I do like gambling, but I do not. I don't really have any other like major vices in that world. I've been to Canada. I have been to Canada once. Boundary Waters kind of stuff. Pretty fun. Watched the movie How to Train Your Dragon 3. I've not actually seen it. What's your favorite video out of the ones made with Minecraft or Roblox? I don't think I could tell you. Honestly, there's just too many videos out there that I've enjoyed making over the years. And I just, again, I got to look it up at some point, I think. Favorite cartoon, not counting anime? I really enjoyed Steven Universe, I'll tell you. Like, I think about it from time to time. Of like, it's not something that I've enjoyed so much I wanted to go back and rewatch entirely. But I like listen to this, like unironically listen to the music from Steven Universe pretty frequently. And I found out a game that we're playing tonight on my Twitch channel, we're streaming tonight, by the way, on Twitch, has a song from Rebecca Sugar. Rebecca Sugar wrote the song and also performs the song into a T about the giraffe. And it's really cute. And if you like Steven Universe songs, you should tune in because it is very Steven Universe tuned. Like straight up. It's so good. Have I seen I've not seen the live action Lilo and Stitch movie, but I have seen the original, and Stitch has a glitch. And I watched the original animated series on the Disney Channel back in the day, but I've not watched the new one. I don't feel a need to go see the live action ones in theaters. I've already seen it. You know what I mean? I can just wait till it gets Disney Plus or some such. That should fit. Oh God, it's all exploding. There we go. Look at that. I attached the sleeve. Ta-da! Well, now I've officially made progress today, so I can retire. Favorite meow? Pierce, sheep, obviously. Been in Vegas for NASCAR event 3 times. Cool. How'd you find about the voicing in general? Oh, what, for Pierce? So Mac and Cheese and I we've been streamer friends since like 2016 or something like that. We've been bouncing around to various Twitch teams over the years and stuff like that. And so at one point she was working with Aphmau on the channel and stuff. And she knew I was getting into voice acting. She was like, "Hey, we got a new show coming up. It's called Minor Demons, and it's this like machinima like role play show in Minecraft." And I was like, "Wow, people still play Minecraft, huh?" And we got 2 characters. You want to try voicing them? And so I put an audition, and within 24 hours, I was handed the first script for Pierce. Not because they're like, "Oh my God, he's the best Pierce ever. We need to have him now." But because the video was coming out 4 days later. And it was like, oh, okay. All right, here we go. And the rest, as they say, is history. Okay, I think this is the very tippy top of Aaron's head here. I just feel weird I haven't gotten this done yet. And I have some pretty definitive pieces. I've just been lazy is what I've been. This should go like right about here. What was my favorite food? Tacos. I had tacos for lunch. They were very good. Do you like the Minecraft movie? I liked it a lot. I think it's a bad movie, but I liked it a lot. Like in the same way that, do I think like Rocky Horror Picture Show is a good movie? I don't know. I don't think so. But is that a fun movie? Absolutely. Just in that, like, especially in that way where we turned it into such a communal experience. I think that's so fun. And I was really sad that theaters were like, no fun. I mean, don't beat each other up, but like, you know what I mean? Let's have fun out there. Do you have a favorite book? I'm not really a book guy. I know that sounds very stereotypical for a man who plays a silly dumb boy on stream, or on video, but I don't read a lot. I don't read a lot of books. I read a lot of like articles and things like that, but I don't necessarily read a lot of books. I'm going to try to be better about that in the future, though. Hi, Valeria and Chrissy. I mean, I have my plushies. I think I have about 25 or so. Bottom 2 missing grass pieces. Probably somewhere in this mix. I'm sure you could spot them. I might have spotted one here. Let's see. Nah, I don't think that's the one. Okay, so I had Melissa and Melina. Hello. Where's mutton from? I know, but Pierce don't. Was it deep in your opinion? Cool. It's a quarter? You think the puzzle's a quarter of the way done? I would say at least half. At least. I like voice acting for Jess. I like it. By Ian's TNT. Sorry. Might fit here. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Nuh-uh. So like French fries? Yeah, depends on the place. I think you might see the other people who play Demos Boys at VidCon. I think James Brown Jr. who plays Rise will probably be at VidCon. But I don't think there'll be any of the other cast members. Is KC still considered a Mifwa? I don't have any answers about the no real information about the actual like role-play-esque features of Aphmau stuff, friends. Sorry. I was not involved in those day to day, and I don't think I've got the authority to declare. You have at least half the pieces, but they're the easiest pieces. Well, yeah. Usually because when I build puzzles, I have Marissa do the hard parts. Would you rather another Minor Demons episode or another Who's Your Daddy? We just did a Who's Your Daddy just like a week ago. You can have those anytime. But I would love to have another Minor Demons. Sure. Absolutely. Right? Like, people saw it, right? I don't know if you didn't see it or not, but we absolutely just did a minor or not Minor Demons, a Who's Your Daddy episode very recently. Like very, very recently. I'm starting to think that this is actually not the top of his head, but I think it's actually over here. Is it? Does it fit? No. It does feel like it should be over here. Because I noticed there's no shine on those. This piece here has a little bit of shine on the top of his head. And that's more correct. Minor Demon's character aside from Pierce, probably Leaf. You can tell Moika hi. You can tell her yourself. She streams pretty frequently on Twitch. Whole collection of Meows, cool. If your character was named Pierce and was named an Italian name, what do you think it would be? Pichero. Favorite person in the Aphmau crew? Me. You like dogs or cats? I like both, but dogs have a slight edge. When it comes to choosing Minor Demons, you pick S&P Pierce because you guys did more than the Minor Demons did. True. Very true. I get to talk a lot more in modern S&P Pierce. Everything is so clean. Yeah, no, I do this on a very like nice wooden table and everything like that. The 1440p is pretty sharp if I do say so myself. I'm not doing 60 FPS though because it's a puzzle. I'm sorry that you don't have high frames for puzzle building. He is a nice guy when Ian isn't bossing around. See, in my head, Pierce is frequently he's just doing his best out there, man. He's doing his best, and he is easily suggestible. So he's a follower. He follows along with anybody that gives him attention, and then he will do anything that they want. Usually, very frequently, to his own disadvantage. If it means that he gets to be a part of the pack, a part of the team, he will do a whole heck of a lot that will most likely get him in trouble for not a lot of gain. Is very much the vibe that I have going in to videos with him. These two might fit together. Let's see. Yeah, that's lovely. Did you know Who's Your Daddy's a game on Steam? Yeah. It came out like 10 years ago, and we're still making videos of it. You may get to voice in the channel when you graduate from high school. Our channel? No, I don't think so. And it's not because I don't want to like be mean and like turn you down from it. But here's my suggestion to you. when I wanted, when I had the idea that I wanted to do stuff on the internet and I wanted to be on YouTube and stuff, I so desperately wanted to be on Rooster Teeth. Desperately. I was a huge Rooster Teeth fan back in the day. That might be an old brand for some of you out there, but huge fan of Rooster Teeth. And I thought, my life would just be so much better if I was able to get in on this, this gig, this jam, right then and there. And I just need to work hard, and eventually I'll get there. I'll quit my job and I'll be able to do stuff with them. That's fun. That's cool. But what? Those pieces don't even fit together. Okay, that's where we're connecting here. But the best thing that ever happened to me in terms of my career was joining something that I never knew existed. Because I had that opportunity. Because the cards lined up in the right form, in the right path that allowed me to do that. And if I saw that opportunity and it was like, no, that's not Aphmau, so I can't do it. Or that's not Rooster Teeth, I can't do it. It's not like, then you're closing yourself to opportunities, right? I mean, meanwhile, Rooster Teeth, if you guys don't know, I mean, it's having a little bit of resurgence right now, but it essentially died. And that's, by the way, just a natural curve of online content. This channel, my channel, sure, but also Aphmau's channel, we're gonna have fun as long as we can have it. But it's not gonna be forever. It's not gonna be forever. Eventually, people are gonna get real tired of playing Minecraft every day. And when that happens, like, there are gonna be other things that you're gonna watch, that I'm gonna watch, that I'll hopefully be a part of. And in those times, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, seek not the idea of being a part of the thing that you watch right now. Instead, if you really want to do this stuff, be ready for the next thing, right? Be ready for a new thing coming out. Be ready to create your own thing and see where it takes you. I'd much rather you be excited and trying to shoot for that than trying to do something that has already happened. Does that make sense? Be a part of something new. Hopefully that's inspiring and not dejecting. I really do think that, though. I really think that you should always be aiming for something new and within your reach, rather than trying to aim for something that, because by the time you get to the thing that you'd be really excited about, and you got the training and you got the experience and all that, the world will have moved on, right? And hopefully you'll still have that opportunity to move on and check new things out yourself. Teach you better things than your school could right now. Sure. How long is it going to take me to finish this puzzle? Heat Death of the Universe? Something like that. Does this fit? Sure feels like it fit. Yeah, it fit. Look at that. I did a thing, guys. We got 10 minutes left here, friends. Which reminds me, I forgot to mention this at the top of the stream. Friends, please, if you haven't already done so, be sure to check out that link at the top of the chat there. I am starting up a new I'm starting up a new page on the internet that allows you to purchase autographs from me on the various posters that you can pick up yourself. Be sure to check out that link and maybe pick one up. On June 30th, then, we're going to sign them all live. And I'm going to do shout-outs. I'm going to personalize your posters. So I hope you guys will tune in for it. It'll be very fun. Which languages can I speak? I have technically a minor in Spanish, but I don't really... it's been too long, man. I don't have a good grip on it anymore. It's one of those, like, use it or lose it kind of things, and I have probably lost it, unfortunately. Don't forget to keep speaking the languages you learn, guys, because sometimes if you don't speak them, you kind of lose them. I can still read Spanish pretty reliably, but I can't read it, or I can't speak it anymore. Did Ian and Chris make Aphmau mad before? Like, in general? You'd have to talk to them. Are we attending VidCon? Yeah. Can I sing? I can sing. Will I sing? Not right now, no. You live in Sweden, so you can't. I think you can literally order them, but the shipping might be expensive. Depends just, I guess, how horrifically badly you might want it. Because it might be pricey, but hey, you know, good birthday present or maybe something. I don't know. I don't know your life. Does this fit? No. Well, it might fit here. No, I don't think so. But it should be somewhere up there. There's this little like cowlick there. Do VAs really get locked until to the dungeon until their job is done? Yeah, no, there's a jailer at the top of the door, but sometimes I'm able to sneak him some Slim Jims, and if I give him a Slim Jim, I'm allowed to, I can sneak out half an hour earlier than what? No, we are in Discord calls in separate houses, like across the U.S., and then we go record sometimes, yes, and sometimes those recordings go long, but we're not trapped. We're not trapped, and even then, for some of the recordings, like, we get paid, guys. We do get paid. Like, sometimes you gotta be there recording when you don't want to be, but that's just because it's a job, and that's okay. It's all right to like double down on something. One, because, you know, you get paid for it, but also, two, because you want it to turn out good. And sometimes that involves you recording at times that maybe you're not, like, at your 100% your game. Maybe you're waking up. Maybe you're a little sick. But the show must go on, as they say in the showbiz. And in those cases, sometimes you just got to push through. But it's trapped. Like, there are some days where I'm like, I don't want to be pierced today. I don't want to be pierced today. But, like, I still get paid. And, like, ultimately, it's frequently worthwhile. Yeah, that's actually something that happens with my streams, too. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, man, I really don't want to stream today, guys. Oh, guys, I really don't want to stream today. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't want to stream. And then I stream and I love it. And it's because, like, I'm able to just kind of excuse that I'm a little, like, worn out and a little goofy. And because of that, I can just kind of let loose a little bit more, and I have a lot of fun. And then by the end of it, I'm like, wow, that was a great stream. Had a wonderful time. How long does it take to record a video for Aphmau? I've got a recording that I got to be in about 8 minutes here. If I had to guess, I'm probably going to be in that call for like 2-3 hours, if I had to guess, and it's for one video. Does it always take that long? No. Does it always take that short? No. Sometimes video is really complicated. Sometimes video is really simple. And it's just up to how things are going, how crazy the mods are that we're using. And sometimes they work really well. I'm sure if, you know, those of you who play modded Minecraft out there know, sometimes Minecraft is a perfect game. And sometimes Minecraft wants to kill you. And you just kind of got to roll with both of those worlds from time to time. Okay, that's a lot of Aaron's head right there. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, it's looking a little bit long. I realized that those pieces were up a little high, so I moved them down. Vampire movie just made. How'd you like voicing Gene? It was fun. I didn't know that I was voicing Gene until a little bit later. But I really enjoyed doing the bits. And I admittedly, I didn't try to go for a voice match because I was just kind of spitballing with it. But it was, I think I captured the energy of Gene, if not the actual sound of Gene's voice. If you don't show up to your job, you get written up more times than you get fired. It's true. Not that that's never been a problem for this job, to be clear. But yeah, no, it's his job. It's a job. You got to do the job, and it's a fun job, but it is a job. Is it cool voice acting Pierce? I do like it a lot. Do I like working with Aphmau? Yes. Like, to be clear, it is a job, but it is probably one of my favorite jobs I've ever had. It's extremely fun, and I've had some pretty fun jobs out there. But this one is definitely up there in terms of jobs that I've really enjoyed in my life. And I intend on doing it as long as the channel will have me. Oh, we're so close to finishing Aaron's hair here. Played Minecraft for 5 years. Wow. Had dog would die today. Oh no. Do the puzzle. Maybe you should frame it. Yeah, maybe. Do I love voice acting for Aphmau? Like, love it? Yeah. I would say 70% of the time I love it. Sometimes it's the middle of the night and I'm like, oh boy, I gotta finish this thing. Oh god. Then I'm down to like. But as a whole, and man, when we're gonna be at VidCon and like everyone's gonna be super excited about like, you know, seeing us there and us seeing the fans and be able to chat with fans and all that. Like, for what it's worth, I don't make any extra money if I tell you guys about VidCon or anything like that. I'm just saying that I actually really enjoy going to VidCon because it is the one time that I get to interact with fans on a personal level, and it is so fun. Because when we're recording videos for the channel, I think it's very easy to lose sight that somebody's watching it on the other side, right? Yes, there's a view count, obviously. There's like a number that goes up throughout the days and weeks and months after the video comes out. But we're putting out so many videos, and the numbers just go up and down and all that stuff. And it just becomes a number, right? It doesn't mean anything after a while. It's just, oh, well, this video did 2 million views, but this video only did 1 million. I guess nobody watches this anymore. Like, that is the energy in its own world, right? But then you go to like something like VidCon, and you're like, oh, people actually do watch this. Oh, people actually did like that joke that I made. Oh, people think like we're cool. And it's like, oh, this was worth something that we all this work that we put into it. Turns out that it was pretty neat. Any tips for a new YouTuber? I would just always say put out videos and pay attention to the stats that come out when you get those stats. If you get those stats. And make stuff that you like, you know? Especially for YouTube, I would say make sure that you do your editing if you can. I think a lot of people, I don't think there's any appetite, as I put out videos exactly like this. I don't think there's a lot of appetite, for example, for like just people playing a video game without talking or anything. You're not going to get anywhere. But if you've got something unique to say or something unique to show or do, that's the stuff you should be making videos of. Did I ever film videos at night or at 9 p.m. at night? When I first joined the channel, we actually almost exclusively recorded after 11 o'clock at night. And it was wild. That was like, that was not a good idea. And it was partially, I was asking for it. I was like, oh, well, you know, I stream like at like, I stream to like 11 o'clock on my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel. And they're like, yeah, we can move around that. One of the silliest things I've ever done. Like, what? Why did I do that? Well, I was like, yeah, after I'm done streaming at night, why don't I stay up till 2 a.m. recording videos for YouTube? Terrible idea. Terrible. Well, it's also because I was working during the day, I guess. For my day job at the time, which was a teacher. But now we record during the day, and that's much better. You guys done a video that was not scripted? We do videos that aren't scripted all the time. It's called our videos. We just, yeah. Other than like the roleplay stuff, yeah. I was a teacher, yeah. I taught science stuff at a museum for 6 years. I would teach like field trips coming in. I would teach summer camps of various science topics. I'd teach about like electromagnetism. I would teach about coding, all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, very fun. Just realized I'm Pierce. I am the guy who plays Pierce. It's true. What videos are not scripted? The last week of videos. I don't know where people get these ideas. Can I do the iconic line? Yes. Am I going to VidCon? I am. By the way, friends, we're down. Actually, this music's perfect for this. We're down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in this stream. Sorry, friends. I thought we'd have more time today, but I'm actually getting called for recording a little bit earlier than I expected. So we are going to wrap things up here pretty soon. But thank you all so much for hanging out with us here. And we'll do another one of these because, well, we didn't finish the puzzle. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, we didn't finish the puzzle again. Ah, dang. Ah, dip. But you know what? We did make some good progress today. I can't be that mad about it. We finally did get Aaron's hair just about done. We did get his hair just about done, so that's good. What I really need to work on is like Aphmau's hair soon. I think once we get that going, then it's just a matter of all the impossible pieces after that, and that'll be its own fun. But before I go, friends, yeah, be sure you hit that subscribe button, please and thank you. It means a lot to me, and it tells me that people like these streams and that I should do more of them. And hit that like button, please. And once again, if you're interested in picking up an autograph for myself, or actually a lot of the rest of the cast is also on Streamly these days, be sure to check it out and get some autographs. We're gonna do a big signing on June 30th of all of your orders, and I'll personalize them. I'll create a little video for you, and we will make sure that you get those. So be sure to check it out. Look at that! Look at that! I pretty much got his entire hair done today. I had a couple pieces. I was like, where are all of his hair pieces? And then I realized I was storing them over here on top of this box, because I was like, I know where they need to go. I know that they need to be a part of this. I just don't know where, so I'm gonna set them up here until later. And now it's later. Yep, he is unbalded. We fixed it. Some videos are y'all controlling my mind. I'll tell you, I control Pierce. Yeah. Will the autograph be on the front or back of the poster? You can request either. If you would prefer the autograph to be on the back of the poster, we can absolutely do that if you prefer. To note, though, there will also be like some markings on the back of the poster that are like your order number and things like that, so we make sure we know which poster goes where when it gets back to Streamly. So it might not be super clean on the back if you want that autograph back there, but you are still more than welcome to get the autograph on the back if that is what you would like. We can absolutely do that for you. So yeah. All right, friends, look at that. Yep, with the exception of one little tiny piece somewhere out in the world, we really finished Aaron. Like, Aaron is done. There's just this tiny little piece of, like, hair that is not quite there, but all in all is pretty good. One last batch of questions here, friends. I live in the UK, you're sad. You can still buy those posters. They're just going to be a little extra because of shipping stuff. Favorite character, could you get your sheep? My sheep! I got to do that in a minute here. I'm actually leaving because I have to go to a recording, friends. Could we be friends in Roblox? No. Do I like school? I used to. Do you like KC as a friend? Moika's pretty cool. How cool is my wife? Very cool. How many people have gotten autographs? So far, I think 4. And you can be one of those too. Let's see here. I don't think I have good access to it from here, actually, guys. I'll have to look it up later. But before the stream, I had 4 orders. So we'll have at least 4 signs, signatures on that day. But we'll see. When's the next stream? So these streams here on the YouTube channel are kind of just kind of random. It kind of depends on what my schedule is like for recording. And I don't know what my recording schedule is usually each day. So that's how that plays. But the what was it? We stream over on my Twitch channel pretty much every day, including tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. We are going to be over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/_temple, playing some playing some To a T, which is a very cute game. And then tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, over on my Twitch channel, we are going to be playing Minecraft. Have you heard of that game, guys? It's pretty cool. You get to build stuff. It's pretty neat. And then Sunday, we're not going to stream, but then Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to play more of that To a T game. And then I'm probably going to do at least 1 or 2 YouTube streams next week for sure. So keep an eye out for that. Why not Roblox? Because I don't friend anybody on anything ever. is really what comes of it. What age do you have to be to get Twitch? 13. Don't tell us how old you are. Where will you do the autographs? Literally on this table right here on this YouTube channel. So if you're subscribed to this channel, you will see that live stream in the future. So there you go. Yeah, no, this is the table that I will be signing on. So there it is. That's why I got to get the puzzle done before the end of the month, or next month, because I need to make sure that's happening. How to build my base in Minecraft? Maybe someday. Is it fun to be a voice actor? It is. All right, friends, that will do it for us here today. Boy, I only got an hour and 15 in. I thought I'd have another hour, guys, but then I was told that I need to get pulled into recording an hour earlier. So that's fine. That's fun. That's cool. but it does mean we do need to cut it off here a little shorter than I expected. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Like I said, we're going to be streaming here later tonight on my Twitch channel. Otherwise, have yourselves a good rest of your day, and we'll do another one of these again in the future, all right? We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. And subscribe, please. Subscribe so you get to the next one. You get to see the next one, you know what I mean? All right, bye.